Hello world, I'm coming to you live from my kitchen, all right? And there's a blizzard going on outside. I need to be quick because I don't know how much time I have before the building erupts with noises. I'm here to make a Wentworth related video. So I'm sure you guys have seen that Wentworth Life made a video and it was called his top 10 favorite characters. So I decided I wanted to do one as well because I want to share with you guys my favorite characters too. So we're going to just get right the fuck into the video. My number 10 pick is Sonia Stevens. So I know that Sonia is a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? She's not a good person. She's a fucking piece of shit. She's a murderer. And she tried to kill Liz. You know what I'm saying? How could I possibly like her? I know some of you are asking. Well, the answer is because she was who she was. I liked her. I liked how feisty she was. I liked how she didn't back down from these bitches in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't threaten me because I do not respond well to threats or whatever the fuck it is. Like, that was her thing. I don't respond well to this or I don't respond well to that. I loved it. I hated how she used Liz, but overall as a character, I enjoyed Sonia's funny little remarks. You know what I'm saying? I loved how she thought she was better than everybody. And really believed it. And that was that. You know, I'm not going to make this video too long. But Sonia Stevens, number 10. My number 9 pick is Maxine Conway. Oh, Maxie. I loved Maxine's character in all ways. There was never anything that she did that I was like, damn it, Maxie, why would you do it? You know what I'm saying? I feel like she was always just the same. From beginning to end, she wasn't fake. She was loving, she was caring, she was tough. You know what I'm saying? I loved Maxie. It's one of my favorite Maxie moments was the moment in the yard and they're burning their mattresses and burning their belongings, and Mr. Becula comes to inquire, like, what the fuck is going on? So Maxine comes and Mr. Becula is asking Maxie what's going on, and she pulls out the stick and points it at him, right? And tells him to back the fuck up. When he backs up and leaves, she's like, I really didn't want to raise my voice. And then she does this face with her lips. And that face right there. Like, if you had to describe Maxie in one photo, that would be it. Number 8. All right, first of all, don't lose your fucking minds when I say the name that I'm about to say. Because I know a lot of you are not going to agree with me. It's okay. Just prepare yourselves. My number 8 pick is B. Smith, all right? I'm not saying that I didn't like B. Smith. I love B. Smith's character. B. Smith is Wentworth. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't my fucking favorite, all right? She just wasn't. There were other characters that came after her who I felt I could relate to more, who I felt that I enjoyed watching more. And I just, you know, she's my number 8 pick. B. Smith will go down in history as, you know, the greatest of all time when it comes to Wentworth. But for me, she made it onto the number 8 spot on my list. Get mad if you want to, but I'm gonna need for you to get over it as soon as possible. Number 7, Rita Connors. Oh, Rita. I love Rita. When Rita came into Wentworth, she right away reminded me of like women that I know in my life, and strong women that are tough, that don't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what she reminded me of. And I felt like I knew her. And I loved her immediately. I was not sure when they were coming in with all these new characters, Rita, Ruby, Mari. I'm like, who are these bitches and why are they here? It took me a minute to warm up to Ruby because I just didn't understand why in the fuck she was in Wentworth until the whole Mari storyline came to be. But Rita was just what Wentworth needed at that time. Someone tough, someone rugged, someone who was no nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And Rita delivered. So my number 6 pick is Will Jackson and Vera Bennett. They're tied at number 6. I love them both equally, okay? First of all, y'all already know how I feel about Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson is one of the nicest guys Wentworth has ever seen. And Vera has gone through such a fucking tremendous journey that how could you not like her character? You know what I'm saying? I still don't agree with her having euthanized her mom. Like, you're not the Lord. You don't get to decide who lives and who dies, bitch. Like, I still can't believe she did that. But I'm moving past it. And I'm putting her at my number 6 spot. Number 5, okay, is Joan Ferguson, a.k.a. The Freak. Let me tell you something. I love me some Joan Ferguson. From the moment that she first appeared in season 2, and Frankie's like, and who are you? And she turns around and she says, my name's Joan Ferguson. but you can call me governor. I was like, yes, bitch, who are you and what have you come to do to the women, all right? I knew the women were not safe. The second she said that, I knew that these women were in for some shit. And I was right. So Joan Ferguson, whether she's Joan or whether she's Kath Maxwell, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter who she is at any given time. I love her. I love her colorful phrases, all right? I love her use of words, the way she puts sentences together. They're fantastic, all right? I love her vocabulary. I love how crazy she is. I love the fact that she can call someone to be like, yo, get rid of such and such person, but at the same time, she's going to be down to do it herself. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that she's so smart and conniving. I just love everything about Joan. I think we were meant to hate Joan, but Pamela Rabe did such a good job portraying the many sides of Joan that, again, like Vera, you cannot help but love this character. So that's my number 5 pick, Joan. Number 4 is Francesca Doyle, Frankie. Listen, from the moment that I saw her laid up naked with Kim Chang in that bed, I knew that I was going to love this character. First of all, she reminds me of like my 20s. Those times when it was me and my friends and we were just carefree and doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? She reminds me of me at my 20s minus the willingness to throw hot oil on somebody, because I wouldn't be able to do that. All right? Because there's consequences. You can't just throw hot oil on somebody and think that everything is going to be okay afterwards. You know, there are repercussions to your actions. So, but yeah, Frankie, she was just so badass. She was like the first badass character Wentworth introduced us to. And I loved her immediately. I love how witty she is, how funny she is, how cool and calm she is under pressure. You know what I'm saying? I love how she could be getting sliced and diced and she won't fucking scream, all right? Because you're not going to see her sweat. So I just love everything about her. But most of all, I love her smile. Her smile can light up 1,000 dark nights. So now the top 3. Coming in at number 3 is Elizabeth Birdsworth, Liz, whatever you want to call her. Oh, I loved Lizzie. When the whole Sonia and Dawn storyline came about, I feared for Lizzie's life every episode. And when Liz tried to kill Sonia with the nicotine, I was like, yes, you got this, bitch. She's gonna die. You're gonna be safe. And then she just wasn't, because she didn't die. And when Sonia killed Spike's girlfriend, Sharon Gilmore, and not Liz, I was so relieved, because I honestly thought that that was Liz being stabbed in the shower. And I thought that they didn't show us Liz being stabbed because I felt like, you know, we love her so much. Nobody wants to see her stabbed up. But this is brutal. And I really thought she was dead. When she came walking in through the cafeteria doors, I gasped with relief, because I was like, oh my God, she's alive. So coming in at number 2 is Lou Kelly. I know some of you were probably thinking that she was going to be my number 1 draft pick, but no, she's not. She's my number 2 draft pick, okay? First of all, I love Lou Kelly. I love Lou Kelly. She's my precious baby love, all right? And my love for her will never change, okay? No matter what other characters from what other TV shows I become in love with, okay? It doesn't matter. Lou Kelly will always be the one. And so I just love her. When she came into Wentworth, she changed Wentworth forever. Wentworth will never be the same because of Lou Kelly. And it's for the good. It's for the greater good of Wentworth, okay? She came in. She gave us this feisty, raw energy that we had not had in Wentworth since the days of Frankie Doyle, is what I think, okay? And when she came in, she was just like a breath of fucking fresh air. You know what I'm saying? She was violent from the moment we see her temper with the whole fly incident. I loved every moment of Lou Kelly on the screen, all right? I have to make a video, just a dedication video, just for Lou Kelly. I'm surprised I haven't made one yet. I love her so much. I love how she moves. I love how she talks. I love how she walks. I love her face. I love everything about this character, which is why I put her in my number 2 spot. So now my number 1 all-time favorite character on Wentworth is Suzanne Jenkins, Boomer. There was no way that Boomer was going to be put in any spot other than the number 1 spot. Listen to me. Never have I feared for anyone's life more besides Liz. Boomer She was the comedy of the show. She brought heart into the show. She brought all of these different things into this show. She made you feel all the emotions: anger, rage, happiness, sadness, joy, confusion, all of it, all of it. There was always something with her, but at the end of the day, that she was always funny. She always brought the funny. She was just a joy to watch on the screen. I loved Boomer. I loved how her character changed from being this brute muscle force, you know, to then becoming just like this teddy bear who will beat the shit out of you when provoked. You know what I'm saying? I love Boomer. There's so much more that I could say about all of these characters, and eventually when I do my character analysis videos, I'll get more in depth into each character. So now the honorable mentions. Ready? So these are in no particular order. I'm gonna just run down the list. So some honorable mentions are Matthew Fletcher. I liked Matthew. I thought he was a cool dude. Yes, he had his faults, but at the end of the day, we all do. And Matthew was not a bad guy. But Matthew, he didn't deserve what he got, and it pissed me off, and I'll never forget it. Drago. I liked Drago. Zara Dragovich. I liked Drago. I thought she was a cool character. Okay, I loved how loyal she was to Mari. I thought she was really pretty. I loved how tough she was. I loved Eve Wilder. Eve Wilder brought this crazy old lady energy to the show that I loved. She's like the crazy grandmother that you don't want to get on her bad side. It was like watching a teenager that's not a teenager be a teenager, if that makes any sense. So the last three are, I liked Stella. Remember Stella? She was down with Juice and the boys. She was one of the boys, the blonde. I thought she was funny. I loved her different hairstyles. I liked Stella. I thought she was funny. I would have liked for her and Boomer to have become friends. I thought it would happen during the whole workshop thing, but it never did. Instead, they feuded. I liked Tina Mercado because Tina Mercado wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? She just wasn't having it. She knew she wasn't the top dog. She knew that she wasn't like that bitch in the prison, but she still did her thing. She still held her own, and I liked Tina Mercado. And then the final honorable mention is Sky. Sky was hilarious. Sky was one of the sideline characters that I was saddened to see go. And I wish they would have told us what happened to Sky. But Sky, she was fucking funny. First of all, you could barely understand what the fuck this bitch was saying. I feel like Sky is the equivalent of like hood bitches out here. Sky is one of the hood bitches in Australia. Let me know in the comments if you're Australian. Is Sky's accent like a hood Australian accent? She reminds me of this girl I know. Okay, so back in the day, this girl that I know was Sky. She was like the Puerto Rican American version of Sky. Okay, so you know how Sky's got this crazy ass way of talking? My friend has the crazy ass way of walking. And she looks like she's going to fall apart with every step that she takes. But that's just the way that she walks. It's so funny. And she was crazy. Like, you could hardly understand her. She was just down for whatever. Oh, wow. You've got to look at this. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, she was nuts. She's still a little crazy, but not as much as she was in her youth. So anyway, that was it. Sky, my last honorable mention. So that was it, world. That was it for my favorite characters on Wentworth. I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite characters on Wentworth, because I know that we all have different favorites. So I'm going to be making a video just like this, but I'm going to tell you my least favorite characters in that one, along with some honorable mentions. If you like this video, like my shit, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you could be notified when I post videos in the future. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.